DUI and DWI laws, penalties, and consequences, impaired driving, Part 4. Zero tolerance drinking rules for teens. Unlike adults, who are permitted to drive with a blood alcohol level as low as 0.08%, drivers under the age of 21 have much lower blood alcohol limits. Any measurable level of alcohol in your blood while driving will result in an arrest and a DUI charge in many states. Thanks to zero tolerance rules, the legal blood alcohol content (BAC) limit for people under 21 varies across the nation from 0.00% to 0.02%. A kid who is detained for DWI will also be charged with alcohol possession and use. It is important to remember this. In the majority of states, it is illegal for anybody under 21 to lawfully consume or possess alcohol unless certain conditions are met. There are a few states where anyone under 21 is never allowed to own or consume alcohol. This essential lesson on zero tolerance regulations has all the information you require on teen alcohol laws, underage drinking penalties, and DUI penalties for people under 21. Although we've listed a number of state-specific alcohol rules, make sure to check your driving manual if your state isn't one of them. In this area, you will also find details on relevant alcohol legislation, such as 1. Open container rules. 2. Penalty for using a fake ID. 3. Providing alcohol to a minor. Alcohol service and handling age restrictions. Do restrictions against alcohol prevent drunk driving? It is simple to forget that we have made progress when hundreds of people continue to perish annually as a result of drunk driving collisions. Why do so many people continue to drive while intoxicated if drink driving laws and alcohol regulations are effective? We may be assured that strict alcohol rules and regulations do, to some extent, deter drunk driving. Hundreds of thousands of lives have been spared in just the last 20 years alone as a result of significant improvements in alcohol legislation, such as raising the legal drinking age and decreasing the per se BAC level. People still drinking and driving just proves that drunk driving prevention policies in the US haven't been fine-tuned. Limiting alcohol consumption generally is a powerful tool against drunk driving. The lowest incidence of fatal drink driving accidents occur in the states with strict alcohol restrictions and lower binge drinking habits. You are protected by alcohol laws, and they are effective as long as you abide by them. A zero-tolerance way of life. Do not drink if you are under 21 years old or otherwise ineligible to legally consume alcohol. Even if you don't drive while intoxicated, illegal alcohol intake and possession have substantial repercussions. Additionally, abstaining from alcohol completely is the best way to ensure that you won't make a poor decision and drive while intoxicated. The greatest way to prevent drunk driving is to practice a zero-tolerance policy when it comes to alcohol use. Avoid the misconception that giving up alcohol will somehow make your life less fulfilling. Alcohol consumption only results in ill health, poor academic performance, limited professional opportunities, embarrassment, remorse, and hangovers. By making the decision to abstain from alcohol and other drugs, you will be in good physical and mental health and able to fully enjoy life. Our final discussion explains how to enjoy your sobriety and avoid the social pressures that initially drive many to drink. We also go through precautions you can take to prevent drinking and driving and other risks associated with alcohol consumption. These consist of being a sober driver, or being driven by one, and being on the lookout for alcohol poisoning. If you've had a drink and don't have a designated driver, there are other options besides driving. How to recognize other drivers who are drunk at the wheel. Prior to entering into any circumstance that can contain alcohol, it is crucial to prepare oneself with this knowledge. The repercussions of not adopting anti-drinking and driving strategies can be fatal, as you will soon discover. Keep in mind that hundreds of drivers and passengers lose their lives each year in alcohol-related car accidents, yet the majority of them never thought it would happen to them. Let's now step back and consider the overall picture.